Good morning. Welcome everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'll be giving you a prediction reading for the 14th of July. Now yesterday I did a little video on healing. A lot of us have been going through the awakening process, still trying to shift the last little bits of uncomfortable pain maybe in our bodies. Our last little bits are just a little stuck. So I thought it was important that I did a healing video yesterday. So go and watch that, guys, if you haven't checked that out. Just with some tips and things that might help you, some people to go and watch, because we're still growing, expanding and learning. That's what the awakening is. It's about opening up your world really to understand how things actually do function on a daily kind of basis. All right, well, I might just do a prediction reading today. We'll close our eyes, guys. I brought some cards along and we'll get started. Oh, yes, I did see that over, is it in the UK, that BBC or something? There's some guy being exposed, which we did talk about here a while ago. There was going to be another one. And, oh, yes, I think Sushi and Trudeau are catching up, you know, old buddies. I think I said that last week. They were going to catch up. I don't remember. We say so much stuff here. Cheers, everybody. My little coffee. Oh, I sound like you're having a nice time on your holiday, Martin. Oh, I'm so jealous of your nice warm weather. So enjoy that. And to everybody else, don't forget to comment. You know I love chatting to you guys as well. All right, let's get started. We'll see what comes up. Gosh, they're giving me this image of banding together. People banding together, coming together. But then they're showing me all these people. It's not us. It's the sleepwalkers. The people who are waking up. People have taken off their bubble denial suits pretty much now. They've got slingshots and they've got rubber bands in them and they're pinging their government. So they're hitting their government with these slingshot like rubber bands. I'm just getting like, you know how you get like a rubber band and if you don't shoot it off the right way, you can hit yourself in the face with it. I'm sure you've all done that like I do. But they're pinging their government. So it's like they're, I would say like waking up their government or getting their government to look over this way, trying to get their attention. So this is not us. It's the sleepwalkers. They're trying to get their government's attention because they're wondering what's going on. So they're getting them to answer questions. They're trying to find out what's going on. They might be making phone calls. People could be ringing their local councillors to see what's happening with the 15-minute cities. All this kind of stuff. So they're pinging rubber bands like at the government to try and wake them up or get their attention. This is the sleepwalkers. The people that are just starting to piece it all together. That's just what I'm getting. They're like flicking them with rubber bands. I mean, it's not going to hurt government, but it's just going to give them little wake-up calls. So they're going to have to go, and have a look. Not seeing Elbow doing that because he's jet-setting all over the countryside overseas. He's in every country, Germany. Well, he wasn't in America, I don't know. He's everywhere but Australia. So it's going to be hard for these people to get his attention when he's not even here. And I'm sure you're all having the same trouble. All right, let's keep going. Because they're trying to find out what's going on. Why don't they ask us? We'll tell them. Oh, my God. All right, let's see what else we get. I'm still getting that people think they're climbing the ladder of immunity. They think, oh my God, this is just so tiring. This jab wheel thing just goes on and on. We're getting just pushed. The flu jab is being pushed here in Queensland. Get your flu jab. Children are dying. Get your flu jab, flu jab, flu jab, flu jab. Flu jab's worse than it's ever been in the history of time, apparently in Australia. So these people still think they're climbing the ladder of immunity. If they keep getting jabbed, they're going to keep climbing there and have great immunity. See, they think in reverse. You got to remember, see, we know pretty much, the BS detectors, that when you overload your system with all this crap that you're injecting and shooting up, it causes your immune system to drop because it affects things in your body that can't fight can't use the natural fighting systems of the body. So we know it's going to make the immune system drop. But see, these people think if I keep getting boosted, I keep getting jabbed, I keep getting this and I keep getting that, that my immune system's going to just keep climbing and be stronger than other people's. Like, for example, this silly conspiracy BS detector people that they call us. Well, they don't call us BS detectors. It's our own label, isn't it? But our immune system's going to be very low because we're not looking after ourselves and doing the right thing and helping everyone. So they still, I keep telling you, they're stuck in this mass psychosis for that. They still, you feel like they're climbing. Oh, God, it just never ends. The ladder of immunity. If only they knew that it isn't the ladder of immunity, though. Because we know it. I don't know how we know it. We just know it. We know this is damaging their immune system and having an effect on being able to fight viruses. Because as we've seen in the past year or two, they keep repeating and getting the CV virus, etc., etc. So it's really not building up. It's not the ladder to immunity, but they think it is. They still think it is. So be careful. I always tell you about not getting into arguments about this kind of thing because it's just a pointless task. They're still in that mass psychosis. Oh, it's incredible, isn't it? Anyway, let's keep going. Enough of the jab wheel. It's not our favourite topic, is it? Now, I am going to help us move forward, guys, because I do feel that's what we've got to start doing as well. So I will focus on that as well. Today, I'll just do a little prediction reading because we still need to have our laughs. What else are we going to laugh at, guys? Oh, my goodness. Oh, I'm getting the royal pageantry. This is the UK, Britain, London, England, all the above. I feel like the pageantry isn't over yet. I feel like the pageantry isn't over. You're still going to start getting a bit of pageantry over there. See, they're still trying to hang on. They're hanging on. They're trying to keep rebranding, rebuilding the Royal Kardashians. They want to keep them in people's faces. They want to keep them important. And not only do they want to keep them important, but they want to keep them important globally. Because we know there's been a lot of talk, God, in here in Oz there was, and I'm sure other countries, about ditching the royal family. And we know that people want to get them off their banknotes and all that kind of thing, which I'm sure won't be far away since we're not even going to have notes anymore. But I am feeling that they're really aware how important it is that they keep up their royal pageantry. Because, see, the Chucky and company, as you guys call it, Rottweiler, they realise that they're the only ones with the royal power to do the things that they do, to wear their crowns and to be royal and wear their capes and have their, I think they've parked up the gold-plated carriage for a little while because that was a little bit opulent and people didn't like it. They've figured that out. So they'll probably just use their bulletproof cars. Not EVs, mind you, of course not. But this is what I'm getting. They know they have to keep the pageantry alive. Because that's very, well, it's saying saleable. That's what sells them to the public. Because what it does, it gives them a status up. So it's like, it puts them above people. If they can stay in their royal image, it puts them above people. It's like anything. Any sort of royals or king and queens always look down from their big palace down on everybody else. So that's how they keep in power. They keep up the pageantry. You know, we talk about it all the time, the flag's changing towards Buckingham Palace. Whatever's going on, they change the flag. So they keep everything fresh and very inviting. And the tourism side, we know, is always encouraged, is what I'm getting. You know, standing, looking at the royal guards, is it, and the horses and all this kind of stuff. So they know the pageantry is very important to their status still. So that's why you keep getting that put in your faces. Gosh, most of us do even over here sometimes. Not always, but I'm sure you guys get a lot more than us. But they've worked that out. It's about the pageantry and keeping it keeping it strong and upholding the image. It's the image. It's all about marketing. Oh, it's like, oh God. They're like influencers, aren't they? They want everyone looking up to them, but not copying them, sorry. Probably not influencers. They just want to influence people's minds. I'm picturing Chucky taking a selfie of himself. Oh my God. Oh, there's a guy, if you want a good laugh, guys, honestly, you got to go check this out. There's a guy on YouTube called, I think it's Joey B. Joey, I think it is, .B. Oh, it's funny as. He calls out all the influencers all the time. He goes, what are these TikTok people doing? What are they doing? And he just commentates it. You go check it out. If you want to laugh today, check out Joey B. Funny as. Calling out all the bloody crazy. They do some crazy stuff, don't they? They stand in the middle of the road and everything, taking bloody selfies and, oh my God, it's just nuts. What's the world coming to, honestly, guys? It's insane. All right, let's see what else we get. They're giving me this visual of buildings moving, and they're saying, the guides are saying there's a lot hidden between spaces. So it's like, if any of you have ever seen Harry Potter, there's parts of Harry Potter, it's probably in the 3rd or 4th show, where the building moves apart and then they go into this building. There's this building just comes out of the cracks between 2 buildings. There's another building. All the magic that goes on Harry Potter. Well, this is what I'm getting about things are hidden, but things are opening up. Things that are hidden are now being exposed. So things people couldn't see before are now being exposed. And this is good because it's probably to us as well. I had to burp. Sorry, guys. You know when you talk a lot, sometimes you have to burp. But things are being exposed. Things that were hidden are being exposed and becoming more visibly obvious. And this is even to us. This is to us as well. And it would be to me the expanding of their narrative and what they're rolling out. We're going to start to really see it soon. We know there's more coming. We always knew there was, and we try and sort of guess what it could be sometimes, don't we? But now I'm getting that we're going to actually see it. But see, the thing is with us guys, the BS detectors, we see things for what they are. We see it for the truth. Whereas a lot of these people who are just waking up, like I always say, there's this lag period of them seeing things, and not all are going to wake up. We know that. But they're going to see it, for example, just as a building. It's going to be an illusion again for them. They're not going to see what's behind that wall. Whereas we see, when a building appears, for example, if 2 buildings move apart and suddenly this magical building appears, we look at it for example, it could be anything. It could be just something the government's rolling out, for example. And we see it for what it is. So we can almost go with X-ray vision. I don't know how we do it. We can look through the windows, look through the doors, sort of go inside and figure out what's going on. We just have this knowing, this sense of awareness, this understanding of how we're being lied to, but we're seeing the facade sort of that's put up to trick everybody. So I'm still getting that. There's a lot of things starting to be exposed now, like this invisible kind of house between 2 houses. Well, basically the reset's expanding, so there's more coming out now. But these people will be tricked again. They'll get tricked again because they don't have the ability, not yet. They probably will as they move through their awakening process. They don't have the ability to go, for example, inside and see that there's more to all of this. For example, we could use the 15-minute city, for example. That's the reset being expanded, but it's our lives being controlled. So we see that as control and everything, whereas a lot of these people might see that as, oh, this is, not a bad idea. It's good for the climate. If there's less emissions, they might actually be fooled by the story that they're being fed and the visual that they're sort of being shown. I hope that makes sense. I know it can be a little confusing sometimes when I'm explaining things, guys. Let me see if there's one more thing, and then we'll do some cards. I keep getting this telepathy. We've had it for a few weeks now. That's going to be one of the frequencies that we're going to move up to. We can have this stronger thinking. Someone could be in a different area and we can still sort of semi-communicate with them. I do feel like that's one of the areas. Oh, sorry, guys. There's so much thinking involved in this, isn't there, guys? And that's probably where we have to get our strength up to, because we're using different parts of our mind as well to tap into things. So I am getting that vibrational frequencies really, really changing, really shifting on the planet. And I would say even the sleepwalkers are becoming more aware of this as well. The people waking up, people taking off their bubble denial suits, because they'll be starting to get downloads as well, remember? So they'll be starting to hear things, they'll be starting to know things, they'll be starting to sense things. Can't tell me they're not sensing that something's a bit fishy with everything that's going on at the same time. And all our leaders are having all these summits and meeting in Germany and meeting in America and meeting over here in Hippo, for example, connecting with the WEF and all this. You know, it's getting obvious now. It's not really hidden, is it? So I do feel that they're having a lot of their sort of realization moments that, crap, this is really weird. Something's weird going on. That's the people waking up, not us. We always knew it was weird what was going on. All right, we might pull some cards, guys, and see what we get. I'm going to pull some Foxfire first. These are pretty, these cards. Foxfire. Cute. Let's see what we get today, guys. Let's see what we get. Oh yes, they've got to go on the floor. You know they do. I always drop half the pack, don't I? But then we're not meant to get those cards. That's what I always see. Rare knowledge. Oh, look, it's the cover with the fox mask again. Rare knowledge. So we do have a rare. We're rare because we're awake. There's probably, I would say, less of us than there is awake people. But we have a lot of rare knowledge that other people don't get to. Like I said about that building. I know that was a strange analogy, but we don't just take things at face value, is what they're saying, that the government feeds us. We always know, don't we, being the BS detectors that we are, we always look behind things and look beyond things, because we go, oh, here we go. Now what are they feeding us? Oh, we've had this one before. What is it? Threefold protection. This is a card where I tell you that she's got good balance. She's in the turbulent seas. If you think of a mermaid, she can navigate the rough waters quite easily. That's us. Water energy, of course, is about flowing. But I am getting that pretty good balance that we have and we can navigate. Although her face looks a little worried. If you look at her face, to me, she looks a little bit startled. So we may even be startled by what's sort of coming next. We know this next half of the year, they're going to start hitting us with more. We know they are. They don't even really hide it anymore, these government leaders, do they? Ooh. Oh. So that's what's happening the next half of the year, the awakening. Look at the dragon energy. Look at his posture. It's beautiful. Look how he's poised. And he's golden, you know, that higher energy. He's sitting in his own truth and power. Oh, I absolutely love it. Look at the green fields beyond the dragon. That reminds me of when we got the other day when they were talking about we can charge forth now, like, onto the fields and there's no enemies in front of us. The awakening. Oh, my God, I love it. Isn't that amazing that we got the awakening? Things like that freak me out, even though they shouldn't, but sometimes they just do. And we always love a good dragon energy, don't we? They're very interesting cards, those Foxfires, aren't they? I'm going to pull one angel answer, guys, just for a general answer. I guess, wow, that's really freaked me out, that awakening card. It's just a beautiful card. It means it's happening. And I'm just going to pull a general card. Oh, big happy changes. Positive again. We had that the other day. Stay in your energy, stay in your power, stay open to receive information as well. But we're going to be very happy about all the changes that are coming in the next 6 months. That's awesome. Let's do a soul expression. Hopefully we can stay positive and get my channel growing, guys. Oh my goodness. The control of my channel is just getting crazy now. I'm trying to be positive. I know, hello, you always want me to be positive. I am working on that. And healing. We're trying to heal, aren't we? My knee's not too bad today, guys. I hope you guys are going all right with your ailments, especially you, Jen. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it's just getting crazy, guys. It really is. Mirrors. My perception of you is a reflection of me. I think a lot of us know that here. We know that whenever someone's like in your face causing you hassles, it's usually highlighting to you something about yourself. I think we've known that for a long time. My perception of you is a reflection of me. That's a common one, isn't it? That's why I always sort of tell you to protect yourself and, you know, don't be around anyone who's going to be an energy vampire or attack you or drain you of energy. And of course the mirror, oh, this flipped over. And of course the mirror energy is always about changing your reflection as well. Because you've got to change yourself for other things to change and come into your life too. And get a different response from people as well. Dreams. I take the time to dream. I believe in my dreams. I take positive action towards them. I know a lot of you dream a lot. Dreams can tell us a lot actually, can't they? They can. It's kind of interesting what messages come to us in our dreams, isn't it? I find it hard to remember dreams sometimes. I had a nice one this morning and then I woke and I completely forgot it. Because dreams kind of leave you with feelings too, don't they? They can evoke feelings in you. It's kind of interesting. And they can feel so real, can't they, dreams? It's very interesting, some of the messages we get. All right, let's see what we get. Whoa. Oh, this fell to the ground by itself, so I'm going to get it. Grounded energy, guys. Meditate with this card to feel the loving support of grounded energy. We always talk about grounding yourself. It's really important. That's just staying in your power, your truth. You know, walking around on the grass in your bare feet, whatever you do, walking on the sand, barefoot, just connecting with Mother Nature, with Earth. Oh, just beautiful. Just stay grounded, guys, in these turbulent times that are coming. All right, let me see if there's anything else to close with today. Ooh, I'm getting that song again. We've had it a couple of times, I think, this year from, is it Beverly Hills Cop? The heat is on the streets. Precious time can be beat, but the heat is on. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. The heat is on in France. Let's hope the heat is on in other places. Fingers crossed to that, guys. People waking up. All right. I'm just getting this message that the government will never fit a round peg in a square hole. We had that the other day, didn't we? About that, which means us. We'll never fit into their square hole, or whatever that saying is. I always get it. Sometimes I get it the wrong way around. But that's just what the guides are telling me. A round peg in a square hole, it won't fit. That's us. We won't fit into their square hole. And it's significant, the guides are saying. It's significant. Because it causes government frustration that we don't conform and comply, do what we're told, we answer back. You know, we always are the naughty children who get put on the naughty chair. And we're kind of proud of it because, like I always say, we use it as a meditation opportunity to calm our mind. We like our own space. See, we're comfortable in our own space. That's what freedom fighters, Braveheart biker, rebel, BS detectors enjoy, our own space, because it gives us time to clear our clutter. Hang on a minute. Oh. lots of birds outside today. I can hear them all. Interesting. Oh, it's getting windy here today. I'm getting a Daryl Braithwaite song, Rise Up. I'm getting Rise Up. We will rise up in our own way. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Meaning the energy will rise up. I'm getting that. It's Daryl Braithwaite. He was from the band Sherbet. Check that song out today. It's a pretty old song, actually. God, this is a weird song. I'm getting two Beatles songs, which are like extreme. I'm getting the song Helter Skelter, and I'm getting the song Strawberry Fields Forever. And that's what I'm going to leave you with today. I guess we think about it. That's probably the choices we've got to make. We're going to live this Helter Skelter life, or we're going to just go head to the strawberry fields, which is like, it just brings an image of just calming fields and picking strawberries and a simple, maybe growing strawberries. Some of us are doing that. That's just what I'm going to leave you with today, those two extreme songs. Or maybe there's a song in between. Hang on a minute. Let me see. God, all they're doing is showing me them on that Abbey Road album, is it? Where they're walking across the pedestrian crossing, you know, that famous photo of them, the Beatles walking across that pedestrian crossing. Oh, that's what they're saying to me. We're at the crossing. We're at the crossing where people are shifting big time. They're at the crossing. They're having to cross over, I guess, to their reality, aren't they? Hang on a minute. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm just a bit overwhelmed. They've given me so much stuff. Oh, my God. Oh, hang on. Oh, sometimes they just start giving me like tons of music. You know, sometimes they do that at the end. They're taking me from here to Mariah Carey to this to that. They go like this, like a big zigzag sometimes. Oh, they're giving me the Celine Dion song, The Power of Love. The Power of Love. Oh, I can't sing like Celine Dion, so I'm not even going to attempt that. But it's the power of love that's starting to shift everything. Because we know love is a frequency, it's a vibration. It's not about all gushy and all that mushy stuff. Well, it can be. But it's about loving and having that strength to believe in yourself and being kind to other people. It's so many things. Love is so many things to all of us. It's a different thing. But basically, it's a frequency of living from that heart space, not living in your head and your mind, but starting to live from your heart again. And that's what I'm going to leave you with. Actually, they're telling me to pull a soul card. All right, I will. They're saying pull a soul card out. So I'm going to pull one card out to finish off. Sound. I allow the vibration of music to release me. I allow the vibration of sound to heal me. So obviously, sound and music is the key to all of this. Awesome. All right, on that note, let's go listen to some songs today and some music. We might not be able to dance and run and do all the things we used to, guys. But we can still listen to music. They can't take that away from us. And they can't stop us from having a laugh, guys. So go and have some laughs. Maybe we'll go watch that Joey B about the influencers if you want to have a laugh. It's pretty funny. All right, I'll say goodbye from today. Have a wonderful day, everybody. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Don't forget, like buttons, subscribe. And please feel free to comment down below. Bye.